All right. Anyways, YouTube, what up? It's Nisi. Season 7 coaching. Rumble top. Rumble's great, dude. Rumble is a great top pick. If you can manage the ganks. Yeah. Rumble's good. Rumble's actually pretty good in the Riven, too. The only time that Rumble's not good into Riven is when you fall behind, and then it really sucks, the big D. But if you don't fall behind, just don't fall behind. Korean advice. I think your last hitting probably sucks to D, doesn't it? It needs a little work, but it's, you know, this is the hardest part for Rumble. I really do want to hammer home that this is important, though. Most important CS in the game is like the first like 4 or 5 waves. Because that's when you get your spikes. You know what I mean? You gotta hit those early spikes. Super important. Yeah, it does seem like you're a little scared. And maybe you're scared of early ganks, but early ganks don't happen very often topside from blue. Walk that in. Now, notice how... Oh, me can speak, dude. What a quote. Where the fuck is my... Hold on a second. Hello? Where is my... One second. Epic Pen is breaking. There it is. Hello, Epic Pen. We missed you. So, walk this in. Let's go back. For some reason, you give up the trade. Right here. Level 2. Walk him in, dude. Walk him to tower. Ready? Here we go. Let's take our Rivens for a walk. Don't mind me. Can someone spam that meme, please? Don't mind me just taking my Rivens for a walk. You should have walked him in all the way to the tower like I arrowed. I mean, obviously don't take tower shots, but you get the picture. Frail, you newbie feed, dude. But we should be dealing as much damage early as possible because we can kill Riven. And I want more pressure. When you overheat, it's no bueno. It's like you're afraid. This guy's name is Dakar Riven. Why are you so afraid? I don't understand. Go in. Go in! He has no cooldowns! Jesus! Just go after him, gentle Rumble. Go forward. He just used everything in front of you and missed half of it. Go in. Don't mind me. I'm just taking my Riven mains for a walk. Thank you very much. Elair gets me, dude. I missed that. I missed that spam. Back when Twitch chat had dank memes. And none of this fucking wrecked shit. Twitch chat used to be a place where the memes were strong. And now it's like, look at that. Look at that. You're trading a level behind. It don't matter. Gentle creature Rumble, dude. Yeah, that's pretty much Twitch chat now. Like, I used to go to Twitch chat and people had like really funny ones, like this streamer is very noob and just funny ass shit. And now it's just he XD and fucking wrecked and gentle creature Rumble, dude. It's taking you a while to whittle this dude down. I want you to loosen up more in lane. These fucking clips. Didn't appreciate my gentle creature rumble. There you go. What? Ugh. Alright. Now we see the gank coming. I just don't understand. Like, you hit Riven with a slow, but you wouldn't go in on her. You know, I could give you the nod. I could give you the nod if you were farming like a god, okay? Because then I could be like, you know what? You're playing that top lane long game. I'm fine. But your farm isn't that great. Like, there's either two ways to play the lane in my experience. It's either you go hyper aggressive, which is what I'm all about in solo queue. Might as well take fucking Ignite and play Rumble, in my opinion, in top lane. Because it's more fun. Fuck it. YOLO, right? Or, if you're going to play like a bitch, you need to hit, like, all the CS. Since you're not doing either, since you've missed a lot of CS, I don't like that too much. All right. I think we'll just call that a zoning Rumble ult, and we'll move on. Okay, you back with how much gold? What are you getting? So, when I ran Rumble, I pretty much always used Proto Belt. I think that it's, like, super strong on him. No one seems to be using Proto Belt. Oh, no. Some people are still using Proto Belt. Not everyone. I'm all about copying Asians. Are Asians using Proto Belt? Or Americans? Look, see, this guy's name is Steve. He doesn't take Proto Belt. This Asian takes Proto Belt. So does this Asian. So Proto Belt's pretty good. But sometimes the Asians don't take Proto Belt. There's just no winning. I think that in general, as long as you are aware of what you're getting. For me personally, I think that you're fine to go for Zhonya's because you guys are laughing at me because I use Steve as a some guy named Steve. Fuck Steve. No, I'm kidding. But I think you're fine to skip the Proto Belt because let's face it, you got Olaf and Riven and Leona and all this shit. Oh god. You're probably gonna get dove a lot versus their comp, so I guess Zhonya's is fine. I hate Zhonya's early on Rumble. I really do. Because I think that it wastes a lot of like power that we have. It's not the worst thing in the world, and it's probably your best buy here, so I'm not gonna flame you too hard on it. Fucking Steve. You know that Steve has got to be bad at Rumble, right? Like he's just got to be horrible. With a name like Steve, he's not going anywhere. It's just like Mark, dude. You're not gonna see me playing against Faker anytime soon. It's just too much of an American name. So that's literally Zonya's, like, or the fact that you got Seekers. That's literally the only reason you can win that. So it's a good buy. So I'm happy with this. You didn't have vision down, so it's pretty hard to avoid. Technically, if you want to get more advanced here, if you're concerned that Olaf can show up and dive us, this wave was going to push anyways, no matter what you did, and it was going to hit the turret regardless of whether or not you did that last little push in. Any reason that you're not TPing here? I think this was way too late. Oh no, that's tragic. Oh, that's so tragic. No! No! You noob, you feed, dude. Alright, you need the TP here. You need to teleport now. The other thing, a little trick that you do is you teleport to this minion. Because for some reason League of Legends players can't count to 6. So when you teleport to this minion, there's actually a chance that Olaf doesn't know that you teleport. I swear to God, I wouldn't give you this tip. I would not. I know you paid money for the dank tips, and this one is on another level. For some reason, I have done this trick. It's like every time I do it, it's like for some reason people can't count. Or yeah, they can't count to 6. They can't count to 6 because if they can count to 6, they know. But they see 5 and they think it's 6. You guys are idiots. Bunch of noobs. But yeah, you teleport to this minion. It freezes this minion back. And then you ult and then go in. Olaf also, or advanced move, you TP to this, and then I want you to see how much vision he sees. You could do a little maneuver around if you want from there. It's an option too, okay? But you come so late, look. Look how long it takes you to teleport. You should have already been teleporting. And then you pussied out, dude. You pussied out. You ran, you flashed away. And then the tragedy happens, dude. And you didn't kite this. Could have just poked with E and danced. But yeah, that was a big mistake by you. You need to teleport sooner there to defend that. You don't want to give away your tower for free there, like ever. This Kazakh's name is Mash Q to win. If that isn't the most accurate name for a Kazakhs. That kid got shit on. What? Wow. So we didn't complete the Zonias. That's strange. I guess you just wanted Seekers to survive Riven. I don't mind the strat. Push the lane. Push the lane, nooblet. Was this ult necessary? Let's find out. I quite like that ult, actually, because Kha'Zix was dead if you didn't ult. Pretty sure. Wow. That chain damage, dude. The chain. Whoa. Riven! Alright. Cool. Good battles. We don't have ult, so we don't want to go too crazy. You're going crazy without ult. Oh my god, you're going so crazy without ult. What was that ult for? That ult was a wee bit on the rush side. I don't agree with that. Ulting somebody who's just gonna run out of your ult, probably not good. You really want to save the ult for these two. These are the guys that you want to annoy the shit out of with your ult. Leona's high as fuck. You go to hold top, which is good. So we rotate from top to mid. Your ult doesn't do enough to keep people into the fight, which is what I don't like. I always say with Rumble ults, drop it behind. If you want a fight to occur with poke champs, don't drop it on their heads. Drop it just behind them. That way they have to run through it and tank their full HP bar to get out. You would have got a lot more value out of it there. Instead, noob jungle Kha'Zix can't seem to piece together the kills, dude. Okay, you just ulted. Not much for you to do. I would strongly recommend not chasing and going mid and shoving the lane or going towards top. You could potentially TP to top if you wanted. I don't know what happens to Kha'Zix there. You almost steal dragon. I hate Olaf Riven because they stick us in this spot where we can't really like go and split off because it's super risky for us. Oh no. This is why I say you don't really want to be standing in people's grill without ult because this can happen to you at any time. Also, your gold 2200, you should have been backing anyways. So in the future, no flash, no ult, position very defensively. It's okay. You're gonna do plenty as long as you don't die in silly spots like that. Jinx freaking out, dude. That ult is really ugly to me. I'll show you where I wanted your ult to go. You had the position. You need to, again, this is all coming back to you just ulting on people's heads instead of ulting where they're going. The ult needs to go like this, not where you go. You need to place that where people are going and where the team, or alternatively, like this. I know that's wider than the space, but you get the picture. It needs to go and trap people into fights. That's what your ult needs to do. If people run over it, they're dead. It's a more, you need to use it versus poke champs where they're going to run to, not on their head. Because if you throw it on their head, there's not going to be any follow-up there. But if you throw it behind them, if they try to walk through it, that's where they're screwed. They're going to tank the majority of the damage. It used to be that the Rumble ult would just drop and you would deal 1,000,000 damage right on the drop. But that's not how it works anymore. It's more about the slow. It's more about the AoE damage over time. In that space. Ooh. Support Poppy with the counter. I did not know. Kha'Zix, please. AT Wookie, love you, buddy. Thanks for 4 months in a row. Okay, that was a pretty good ult. I actually like that ult. I didn't mind that ult at all. Because that discouraged the re-engage. That basically just pushed him out of Baron, so. But Leo just died if she falls that. Yeah, probably. I'm not really watching how far behind the Leo and the well, the Jinx or the Caitlyn is not that far behind. I mean, I did not know the truth about Poppy support into Leona though. I never thought about that gap close. Why did we do this? You really saw something you didn't like, huh, buddy? Honestly, okay, this is kind of shitty by you. Will you leave your carry to fend for himself there instead of turning back around? That was probably your worst. I've got to say, dude, in terms of replays, you played this pretty well for the most part. Except I didn't like that move too much. If everything about that fight I was okay with until you chased after the Caitlyn. I didn't understand why you did that. Everything I was okay with. I was okay with your ult. I thought your ult was okay. You know, it wasn't like spectacular ult, but it was a good one. But watch it again. So you put the ult onto Caitlyn. I mean, Caitlyn can't even get into the fight because of the positioning of the ult, and the burn extends beyond the ult range. And then from here, you get great AoE damage off. Your Zhonya's was a little random. And then this is where you fail. I don't mind your Zhonya's even though it's kind of bad, but this is bad. You basically chase off of a fight and allow your Jinx to get ran into. And you had the fight won, you could have kept your entire team alive and then turned on to Riven and the Leona and all these guys, but you just kind of went nutso chasing instead of turning back in. And it's really not that big a deal, but in terms of like how that dramatic, like from our point of view, how hard that changes the fight is massive, dude. That's like a massive error on our part chasing there when we just turn around. It's okay because you did play pretty damn well. My criticisms of your gameplay so far, based on this replay, is that I think you played Riven way too you played against Riven way too passively, and that I think you could have bullied him a little bit more often, a little bit more reliably. Especially with a blue side jungle Olaf, most cases not going to show up top early. Especially when you know that he started blue because of how Riven came into lane. Okay, alright, let's think about this. We don't have Zhonya's, we don't have Flash. Or we have Zhonya's, but we don't have Flash. So I'm probably just going to bait the HP bar, so be calm if you're in this situation, guys. So you're looking at this HP bar at about here. You're going to throw it in. Hopefully your team comes in to help you. If they don't, oh well. I don't think you need to be anywhere near here. I think you just need to chill. You need to chill because you can't even poke. Because if you are wrong and you get stunned and then Leona stuns you and Syndra ults you, you're fucked. So you don't get anywhere near Baron. You also have a ward trinket that you're not using. Oh! Oh! Wow. Cool. Dank meme. I don't have ult, but I have Zhonya's. I'm thinking I can probably push for a little bit. Caitlyn's top. Oh yeah, I'm definitely pushing. Tier 2 is what I'm after. No one hit the tower though, because Jinx is top. Alright, well, I guess I'm backing. Mash and Q. Yeah, he jumped and he mashed Q real good there. I'd be scared of Riven here showing up sometimes. You have teleport. I was just gonna say teleport might be juicy here. Alright, let's talk about your teleport. You backing and teleporting is great. Personally, I think that you can think of better spots to teleport. Here's a great one on this ward. Another really good teleport is, believe it or not, is right here. Because yes, you don't have the flank, but Rumble kind of operates in that he's a max range ult bot anyways. So you don't need to be in the fight right away. So if you would like look at their vision for a second. So they may have seen it this time, but in general, like if there's no vision here and you come out from here with your ult, they can have, I mean, they're gonna have a hard time reacting anyways because they just saw you bottom. So they're all in this funnel. And as a result, when you come out, you basically are forced to flash away right away, which isn't very good. The other ward that you maybe been able to use was this one. You don't want to just, with Rumble, you don't really want to just go like into the fight like that. You don't. It's this a totally different champ than like a tank, like a Poppy. You have Poppy, sure, jump in and fucking bump heads, but it wasn't very good to teleport on top of that fight. Program your brain. This has been a good game so far, dude. Good replay to review. I don't mind doing extended replays if they have a lot to talk about. And this one really does, because it's like it's a true match, you know? It wasn't decided. Sorry, I was organizing something. It's like a true 5v5 this game. Alright, so you guys get the pick on to, looks like Syndra. Kha'Zix is going crazy. They get Elder. So, and we get Riven down 3v4. I have Zhonya's. I have no flash. I probably am going to look to hit the tower more than anything here. If they allow me. No one's going to hit tower. Jinx is out of position again to hit tower. Leona actually like solos the fucking LeBlanc. Jinx splits off. How do you die? How are you caught? So, I think you just kind of follow your teammates there and to a kind of shit spot. I will credit you. This is a tough one to play Rumble into late game. But I think in general, you just didn't like leave. You could have just reset there and been fine. You have to remember they have the Elder Dragon, so you really wanted to be disengaging and just resetting. You didn't really want to stay in the fight. So they get Baron 2 off of that. You get Riven down, which is huge, and you have ult. So what you're going to do is... Oh god, it's 3v2. You're going to give inhib. And then you are going to probably lose, right? No. You're not going to lose. You have Flash. You have Zhonya's. So you're going to try to ult all-in Kate with Zhonya's, basically. Or they're not going to push up. You played this pretty well. I think you play it pretty well. I think you actually play it better than I was thinking that you should have played it. Because you couldn't really one-shot Caitlyn there. That was pretty well done, dude. You played it patient. The only thing that you could have done differently was play a little bit more ranged off if you were just going to try to hold the turrets so that you don't die as easily. But other than that, it was pretty patient. And now we have GA. Okay. Where did we ult? I don't like this ult at all. This guy is so fucking low and so dead. Like, the ult, he can just wiggle out of the ult, dude. His spells, they're not affected by slow, really. So, I really don't like that you lead with the ult. This is the guy that we need to kill. The Riven is a distraction bullshit champ late game. Just jumps around and is annoying. You wanted to keep that ult for the backline when they showed. And they were going to show. Like, you knew where they were coming from because you just got rid of Caitlyn and Leona on the push. So you know where they're going to be. I think in general, you just kind of run up and throw your ult without thinking too deep. And this is kind of like a situation where the game has dragged so long that your brain just shuts off temporarily. And that we stop thinking about what's important. We don't want to just drop our ult onto Riven because Riven isn't the threat. Riven isn't the thing that's holding this game back. The thing that's holding this game back is Caitlyn. Caitlyn keeps doing late game Caitlyn things, which is why you've got to land ults on her all game long. Or behind her when she tries to leave. Here you are literally waiting for your ult to come back. You need to reset your HP and give them this. No. See, you would have been better off just going back to base and buying a pot and then waiting for your ult. Or I don't even know what. I think the game was over no matter what you did from that point on after you missed the ult. Also, last thing I will say is that there's a pretty decent argument for just going for more AP because if you're Rumble and you die, GA doesn't really do anything for you anyways. So, yeah. I think you guys just got out-comped late game and honestly, your Jinx fell flat. Your laning was okay, but I think you could be more aggro in lane. Your ults were okay. Sometimes your team fight focus was off. Like, you didn't peel for your ADC at one point. You would like ult in spots that like you were just kind of ulting to ult. You weren't thinking about shot selection, but overall this was a pretty good gameplay, dude. I think that you played it decently. Your itemization wasn't that poor. I think that the GA on the end was like, what good is that gonna do? If I'm dead, then I'm dead again, right? That's the only way I view GA on Rumble. You have no peel. There's no way. Your support's not going to peel for you. So if you die once, you're dead twice, and that's GG anyways, because Caitlyn's just going to trap you when you're in GA. So you're donezo, regardless. But I think overall you played well, my friend. I think that the things that I would clean up is you should have been able to snowball this lane a little bit harder. You definitely could have drawn a little bit more pressure on this guy early levels. And then beyond that, just some of the ult selections that we talked about. But overall, it was pretty good gameplay. This was a good one. Just rough game, rough ending, and yeah, tough comp for Rumble to deal with, absolutely. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this, YouTube. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, more Season 7 League Legends coaching. I'm out. Peace, crackers. Love you guys. Peace.